next, we have Harrow International School. They are going to present Marine Heroes, a mobile game targeted at younger children to raise public awareness of marine conservation.
Hello, everyone. We are from Harrow International School, and today we'd like to present our mobile game, Marine Heroes, which is targeted at younger children to raise public awareness of marine conservation. As we all know, the issue of marine debris has become more and more important in the recent years. 200 million tons of solid waste is generated annually in the US alone. This amounts to 2 kilograms per person per day. Now, please raise your hands if you have a smartphone. Yep.
As we can see, this is almost every single person in the room. This is exactly why we've chosen to create a mobile game that targets children to raise awareness of marine debris and its effects on marine biodiversity. We have done a lot of background research into this area leading up to this project. It is important for us to remember that in the United States, the National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration says that anything man-made, anything, can become marine debris once it is thrown or lost into the marine environment. Microplastics is one of our major issues, although other non-biodegradable materials such as glass are also prevalent. Plastics that are thrown into the marine environment can easily be broken down into microplastics, and these are easily ingested by marine animals. A stranded sperm whale was once found to have 73 kilograms of microplastics in their body. The other issue that is raised by plastics is that fishes and other marine animals often get entangled in them and they lose their life by suffocating.
So as part of our design, we have decided to target the younger children because we believe that educating the younger generation is the most effective way, as they will play the largest roles in the future when targeting such issues. We decided to make a game because this concept of gamification has been shown to appeal to a younger audience. We have used a simple interface as well as bright colors that make content easier to understand as well as intriguing children. The mobile platform is very accessible. As we saw just now, everyone in this room has a smartphone. In fact, nowadays, the average age for children to get their first phone in the US is only 10 years old. Being on a mobile platform, it's also our game will be a cross-platform game, which means it will be able to be played on iOS and Android, so that is accessible to everyone.
We are aware that in our time and age, one of the major concerns is the overuse of smartphones and other kinds of technology. However, we would like to mention that at least by having an educational game, that students or any children playing games are having a positive influence on their life, and that we would also like to remind everyone here that parents are the ultimate person who can actually control or say how much time the students should spend on their smartphones.
As part of our development process, we chose to use the Godot game engine, which is quickly gaining popularity among developers as compared to other older but more established engines such as Unreal or Unity. The main reason why we decided to use Godot is because it is free and open source. Unlike other engines such as Unity, we do not need to necessarily use their name or credit them in our splash screens, and it is guaranteed that using them will be free in the future. Another main selling point of Godot is that it is very flexible to use. We found using this engine very fun because going into the technicalities here, if you see on the left side of the screen, you can see bits such as the UI background, margin container. These are called nodes. And in Godot, every single object is a node, which are organized in a tree. This can be thought of as a hierarchy, where each node can inherit the properties of its parent nodes. So at the root node, which is the UI, that is the root, the parent of every single node. And below that, we have all the child nodes that inherit the properties of their parents. And this makes this a really powerful tool to help us develop our game.
On the main menu, you can see different elements. One of them is the Games button, which you press to play the games. It generates a random mini-game. And in each mini-game, you can earn coins depending on how well you do. Every time you have 100 coins, the rescue button will pop up. This is where you can rescue an animal and add it to your collection in a way. As you can see, the third icon on the screen is the book icon. This, when you press into it, reviews an encyclopedia. Every time an animal is unlocked, a fact and photo of the animal will be collected, and it will be a card in the encyclopedia. We hope that through this game, when animals are unlocked, the students will not only have fun and have motivation to play the game, but also learn facts about them as they play.
Yes, this gamification style has been shown to be quite effective in education, as younger audiences are more likely to have incentive to actually learn about this by having fun. You can also see that, as we said before, the interface is very simple, and the colors are also very bright, which does appeal to children.
We have prototyped 3 mini-games that we would like to include in our game. Obviously, these are only prototypes and are only part of the games we would like to include in the randomly generated list. The first one is Dolphin Dash, and this game focuses on the dangers of marine debris. 6 million tons of garbage is dumped into the ocean annually, and over 60% of it is plastics. Trash often finds its way into the ocean through the sewers, rivers, or directly from humans on boats. The last time I was at a junk party, I saw someone throwing soda cans into the ocean for their own convenience. It is also worth noting that over 17 million pieces of plastic are flushed into the Hong Kong Ocean through the Xingmun rivers annually. As you can see, we've used the pink dolphin here as the playing avatar, as it is a signature animal of Hong Kong's. The dolphin is in lanes, and you have to swipe up or down for the dolphin to switch lanes in order for it to not get injured by running into marine debris. Unfortunately, due to some formatting issues, we cannot play the video on the screen, but the judges have it on the computer in front of them.
The issues that are shown in here include entanglement, as you can see through the fishing nets and the trolling nets on the screen. And also, it will also talk about issues such as microplastics being ingested by animals when they mistake them for food. So the recycling plant is a game that shows correct recycling procedure, because that is very important. Obviously, we don't want children throwing the wrong trash into the wrong bin. The issue of recycling has become more and more important in Hong Kong. Record levels of municipal solid waste are now being dumped into landfills in Hong Kong, amounting to about 1.4 kilograms per day per resident. However, conversely, recycling rates have dropped by over 40% since 2010. This shows that there is a growing divide, and that even though we are throwing away more and more trash, we are recycling less and less of it. So this is an extremely important thing to tackle. In the game, we have items, trash items, moving on a conveyor belt. And the objective of this game is to drag them into the correct bin before they reach the landfill. Obviously, items that cannot be recycled should be left to go to the landfill. We can see on the screen here that we have the 3 recycling bins that all Hong Kongers know and love: the paper, plastic, and metal bins. However, there's also a bin here that you can see saying send to community green station. This represents, well, sending the trash to these places called the community green stations, which are much lesser known. They are specialized recycling plants where you can recycle items that are harder to do so, such as electronics and even glass, because glass is actually quite hard to recycle. So for the judges, the next slide also has another animation that actually shows the items being dragged into a trash can. So that shows how the player can drag them and sort them into the correct ones. Our last mini game that we'll show today is the beach cleanup. Beach cleanups are an excellent hands-on activity to help young children be more aware of the issue of marine debris. However, proper conduct must be followed to avoid injury or distress. We can see that in the game, we will have many trash items that will be generated, and the objective is to flick them off the screen in as little time as possible. However, careful notice must be taken when dealing with hazardous materials such as syringes, as well as oil barrels or chemicals. These must be handled safely by professionals, so the game will show that it is important for people in beach cleanups to notify their leaders. In the video, it's meant to show that everything's being flicked off, and then the syringes should be left alone, saying that they should be handled by a supervisor. So we hope that you enjoyed our ideas for the game. Unfortunately, the development process took a lot longer than expected, and we also had to deal with AS exams. However, the source code is still online on our GitHub repo.
We hope that all of you here, including the judges, agree with us that this is a great way to spread awareness, especially for children, in terms of the issues of marine debris, which is very pressing. It's important for us to remember that over 300 species of animals worldwide are affected by this issue. We hope you enjoyed our presentation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So now, please, can I invite the judges for the questions?
Thank you very much. I personally want to play the games. It looks very interesting to me. And I want to also try this on my students. Thank you very much. There's a concept in the scientific literature on games called pro-social games. Games that invite the players to help others, right? I think to some extent your games could be categorized in that category, right? Like pro-environmental, pro-social games. So that's something you can look into. I would be interesting to know how effective it is in changing the players' awareness or attitudes or even behavior, right? Have you ever tried this on your friends? I'm going to ask this similar question to all groups, right?
Previously, not for this project. I actually wrote another game, a different engine, called Rainforest Rescue. It was about rescuing birds in the rainforest, and you had to collect avocados as your in-game currency and not run into other obstacles such as fire and wood. So actually, I tried it on a few of my friends, and I noticed that introducing any issue as a game naturally makes everybody more interested because there's obviously some fun to it either way. And I think this is a great way to unlock this area for children who may not realize the pressing issues of the world as they're still kids.
Yes, even in classrooms, the concept of gamification has become quite significant. Even though we may not have mobile games in the classroom, there are still certain activities that are likened to games having game-like elements, and these have been shown to show significant improvement in memory retention, especially in younger children.
Thank you very much for your presentation.
Thank you.
Children can be 3, or I'm sure you fight with your parents about being called children, but legally they are also till 18. That's a big range. Did you have a specific age range in mind? Because I'm sure the educational psychologists and people that do writing children's literature, they usually have a a specific age range in mind?
Yes. Well, you could probably tell from the content that this is aimed for slightly younger ones. We don't really. We feel like it's up to the parent to decide when they should get a mobile phone in order to access our games. But we believe that the upper age range that we are targeting will be around 13 to 14, hopefully. Even though this will be accessible to everyone, we certainly understand that the bright colors and simple interface will be slightly less appealing as children get older.
And as children get older, we believe that they have more of an independent ability to conduct research. So as long as we introduce these issues to them at a younger age, that they're aware of the existence of this issue, they can well go on to research and learn new things by themselves through a different interface that is not a game like this.
Thank you very much.
谢谢谢谢。我问一下，我听你们的报告特别高兴，我就问啊，你们的这个游戏主要是哪个年龄段的？大概几岁到几岁，或是念小学，或是到中学哪个年龄段的？
对，我刚才就已经跟那个另外的judge 已经答了这个问题。我们是想要我们是觉得小孩子去小孩子拿手机是应该是哪个年龄开始？应该还是他们的家长来想到这件事。可是我们主要是从小到13到14岁，所以就是小学还有中学，所以这样，因为我们觉得年纪大一点的时候呢，这些学生会希望可以自己来在网上查这些问题。我们想要的呢，就是来让他们理解这个问题。后来他们长大后，他们就可以自己在思考这个问题。
我就觉得吧，我一边听啊，一边觉得我真的太老了。如果我有年轻的，再小一点，我也想要玩这个，是吧？所以这个是非常好的。我又觉得吧，这个很好，这是一个充满对孩子、对人类、对社会的爱和责任心的一个玩具。你说多好啊！所以我就觉得啊，一定要把这个定位，刚才说的原则对呀。到了13、14岁之后啊，有另外一个眼界嘛哈。有另外一个层次，可以有更多的可以玩的东西。可是呢，5、6岁开始到上中学以前，这一段是最爱玩的，也有时间可以玩，所以我又不能够再回到这个年龄段。可是我听了也特别好玩哈，所以我就觉得真的是个好东西哈。这个是一个。第二个事情呢，我问一下。你们一开始啊，那个以香港海洋或者以整个海洋里头的这个各种危险因素布满了海洋，可是有一条海豚又穿过这个海洋，又遇见这些危险。我现在问个是小问题，你们画那个海豚啊，是什么海豚？对，这我考你们了，这是什么海豚？
就是我们画的那个是中华白海豚，那个是香港其中一个最重要的动物，就是很多香港人都会专程去搭那些船，然后就是想看到这些
对不起，我得打断哈。那么中华白海豚啊，它的主要特点，因为画的是个外形哈，中华白海豚的外形，我们所看到的主要特点是什么？你们那是个中华白海豚吗？还是别的海豚你们画的？你们说是中华白海豚，可是你们知道中华白海豚的主要的特征是什么？知道吗？我就考你们了。但是 并不要减你们的分数，但是要提醒我们要设计好哈，懂就懂，不懂就不懂，不懂专懂就要扣分哈。
我可不可以用英文的？因为我的中文不太好。
哦，那没关系，用英文讲哈。
So, because basically we know that we didn't model the pink dolphin exactly as it should look like, but for the simpler format of the graphics that will make it make more sense and easier to code, we just made it a pink dolphin because it's called a pink dolphin, so everybody will recognize it's this dolphin that we're talking about.
Pink dolphin in English, yeah.
It's called a pink dolphin in English, but we realize that it's like white in Chinese, so it might be a bit confusing.
好好，谢谢你们。因为啊，
谢谢。
其实吧，还是没有掌握它主要的特征。那么如果掌握了，讲英文也可以讲清楚，讲中文也讲清楚。因为不清楚呢，所以就得讲英文，还是不清楚。除了粉红色中华白海豚，还有灰色的呀，还有纯白的呀，还身上有带斑点的呀。但是这个一看最明显的。这个是叫尊比海豚，说是宽吻海豚，这是到处都画的这个尊比海豚。尊比海豚就是日本的海豚湾呐，杀大量的海豚就杀这种海豚，这是罪恶的一个事情。但是中华白海豚只有中国沿海有，而中心就是在香港到珠江口，这从历史上。都是属于中国近海的海豚，它的嘴巴小长哈，嘴巴小长，这个额头啊，叫做额头是跟广东人一样长了一个大背头哈，所以意思说要把这个主要特征不在于颜色上，在一个嘴巴，你们好好去看一下。咱们香港啊，原来有 Jefferson 这美国科学家，现在有洪家耀。他出了这个洪家耀是个很好的科学家，他出了这个海豚的书，你们看里头的中华白海豚样子重新设计。为什么要特别强调呢？中华白海豚生活在这片海域，不管它过去是什么样，现在数量减少了，将来还有可能就恢复过来。中华白海豚是香港和广东这片海域的骄傲。的荣耀，所以这个又给它改好了，好不好？
好的。
唤起我们对这个动物的真正的就是热爱。谢谢你们。
好，谢谢。
好，
I'll take it later.
Thank you very much for Harrow International School. Thank you.